Scorpio, for 15 long years you've been carrying something you couldn't name. An invisible weight pressing on your soul. A shadow whispering that some doors would always remain locked. That certain blessings were not meant for you. That no matter how hard you tried, the universe would keep you one step away. But listen closely, that cycle is ending. On September 23rd and 24th, 2025, the universe will show you proof that your karmic debt has been fully paid. The invisible chains holding you back are loosening. The patterns that repeated endlessly are dissolving. And for the first time in a decade and a half, you will breathe with the freedom your soul has longed for. This is not imagination, Scorpio. It is the moment destiny itself bends in your favor. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal may change the way you see every challenge you've faced until now. Scorpio, this 15-year karmic cycle wasn't random misfortune. It was a sacred contract your soul agreed to before you even arrived in this lifetime. Since 2010, you've been walking through a labyrinth designed to teach you lessons no book could ever explain. Every disappointment, every betrayal, every opportunity that slipped away at the very last second wasn't punishment. It was the universe balancing a spiritual equation, clearing a debt written long ago in your soul's history. Think back to 2010. A door suddenly closed, a relationship shattered, a dream you held tightly crumbled overnight. That moment wasn't the end. It was the beginning of your karmic repayment. From then on, patterns repeated with surgical precision. People entering your life only to test your trust. Opportunities glowing brightly before vanishing. And situations forcing you to rebuild from the ashes again and again. What looked like chaos was actually order. Your soul paying off a debt through the currency of experience, humility, and transformation. And while others may have seemed to walk an easier road, you were being tempered like steel, forged in fire for something greater than survival. This karmic cycle was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to awaken you, to prepare you for the freedom and abundance that only comes once the debt is fully cleared. And now, Scorpio, that moment has arrived. Scorpio, the universe always leaves signs when a karmic cycle is ending, and you may already be noticing them. Have you felt lighter in the mornings, as if a weight you can't quite name is finally lifting? Have you caught yourself seeing repeating numbers like 111, 444, or 888 more often than usual, as though the cosmos is sending you coded messages of completion and renewal? Perhaps you've had vivid dreams, strange synchronicities, or unexpected encounters that feel too precise to be coincidence. These aren't random. They are confirmations that the invisible strings tying you down for 15 years are being cut one by one. You may notice relationships shifting, toxic ties dissolving, and new connections emerging with surprising ease. Blocked opportunities suddenly begin to move, and problems that haunted you for years start resolving themselves almost magically. Even within, you feel the shift. Instead of doubting your worth, you sense a quiet confidence rising. Instead of asking, why me, you begin to ask, what's next? This change in energy is not fantasy. It's the spiritual receipt being handed to you, proving that the karmic debt has been paid. And as September 23rd and 24th arrive, these signs will intensify, making it impossible to deny that your life is no longer bound by the chains of the past, but is opening into a future where blessings can finally flow. Scorpio, there is a reason the universe chose September 23rd and 24th as the turning point, and it is not by chance. These dates fall at the equinox, when day and night stand in perfect balance, and cosmic scales of justice swing back into alignment. For you, this is more than an astronomical event. It is the moment karmic law delivers its final verdict. On these days, the energy field around you will shift in a way you cannot ignore, like a door unlocking after being sealed for 15 years. The sun moves from Virgo into Libra, the sign of balance, truth, and divine justice, shining light directly into the shadowed corners where your karmic chains have hidden. This is the universe's way of saying, enough. Scorpio has carried the weight, learned the lessons, and proven worthy of release. Expect the energy to feel almost electric, synchronicities peaking, emotions heightened, opportunities appearing suddenly, as if reality itself is bending to your freedom. What was locked will open, what was withheld will flow, what was denied will finally arrive. These 2 days are a cosmic signature, a receipt stamped by the universe to prove that your debt is cleared. And when you feel that surge of clarity, that breath of lightness, know that you are standing at the threshold of a life no longer defined by karma, but by choice, freedom, and divine alignment. Scorpio, with the karmic debt lifted, the first gift you'll feel is emotional release, as if a dam inside your heart finally cracks open and lets the waters flow. All the pain, resentment, and silent battles you carried for 15 years begin to loosen their grip. You may suddenly find yourself crying without knowing why, or feeling waves of peace washing over you in the quiet moments of your day. This is your soul exhaling after holding its breath for far too long. The universe is not only freeing your path, it is healing the wounds carved into you by years of struggle. Imagine chains dissolving into dust. Imagine the invisible backpack slipping off your shoulders. Imagine breathing in an air so clean it stings with purity. In this release, forgiveness becomes your key. Forgiving those who hurt you, forgiving life for its harshness, and most of all, forgiving yourself for the moments you doubted, the times you broke down, the times you thought you weren't enough. This act of forgiveness is not about excusing the past, it's about reclaiming your power from it. It is the final act that turns suffering into wisdom, wounds into scars of strength. Scorpio, allow yourself to let go, to cry, to laugh, to breathe, because every tear, every sigh, every soft whisper of release is the sound of your soul stepping into freedom. Scorpio, once the karmic chains are cut, the rewards that have long been delayed will begin to arrive, not as random gifts, but as the natural harvest of all you have endured. Opportunities that once slipped through your fingers will now stay firmly in your grasp. Doors that slammed shut will swing wide open. Relationships will feel lighter, more genuine and aligned with your soul, instead of repeating cycles of betrayal or abandonment. Financial flow may increase as if blockages you didn't even know existed are suddenly removed, allowing abundance to move freely toward you. In love, you may experience a connection that feels safe and transformative, rather than destructive and draining. And within yourself, you'll notice the deepest reward of all. A quiet certainty that you are worthy, that you deserve, that you no longer have to prove your value to anyone, including the universe. These blessings are not a stroke of luck. They are the rightful return for every tear, every lesson, every sleepless night you endured while paying this debt. The universe does not forget, Scorpio. It was simply holding your blessings in reserve until you were strong enough to carry them without fear, without sabotage, without guilt. Now that the debt is paid, you are free to receive fully, to enjoy without resistance, and to create a future that reflects your true potential. Scorpio, one of the most powerful parts of this karmic release is that you are not walking through it alone. All across the world, countless Scorpios are feeling the same strange shifts, the same unexplainable lightness, the same quiet whisper that something life-changing is unfolding. Your story is not just yours. It is a shared chapter in the collective book of Scorpio's transformation. This is why your voice matters now more than ever. When you share your journey, what closed in 2010, the patterns that haunted you, the lessons you've carried, you become a mirror of healing for another Scorpio who may still feel lost. Your words could be the confirmation someone else needs to trust their own freedom. Imagine thousands of Scorpios writing in unison, declaring, "I am free from karma." That is not just a comment, It's a ritual, a wave of collective energy that strengthens everyone who reads it. Community is how we anchor this change into reality, by proving to ourselves and each other that we survived, we endured, and now we rise together. Scorpio, when you open your heart and share your scars, you don't just heal yourself, you ignite the healing of an entire soul family spread across the globe. Scorpio, the freedom you are stepping into is far deeper than the absence of struggle. It is the discovery of who you truly are when no invisible chains are pulling you back. Spiritual freedom means you are no longer reacting from wounds, no longer living in survival mode, no longer mistaking struggle for identity. It is the sacred moment when you realize you can create, not just endure. You can guide, not just defend. You can live, not just exist. For 15 years, life forged you in fire, shaping resilience, sharpening intuition, teaching you the art of transformation. Now liberated from karmic weight, you embody the essence of the phoenix, still fierce but with wings unbound. Freedom does not mean you will never face challenges again. It means challenges no longer define you, because your spirit is no longer chained to old debts. True freedom is the power to choose when to fight, when to surrender, when to love, when to walk away. It is the permission to express your intensity as a gift rather than a burden. Scorpio, this is not just liberation from the past. It is initiation into your higher self, the part of you that has always known you were destined for more. And now nothing stands between you and that destiny. Scorpio, when September 23rd and 24th arrive, don't let these days pass like any other. Treat them as sacred because they are. Begin by creating space for yourself. Light a candle, breathe deeply, and invite the universe to witness your release. Write down everything you're ready to let go of. Old regrets, toxic ties, memories that still sting, and burn the paper safely, watching the smoke rise as a symbol of your karmic chains dissolving. Spend a few minutes in silence, placing your hand over your heart, and whisper, "I am free, I am worthy, I am ready." Carry a symbol of renewal with you, a crystal, a small feather, even a simple ring, something to remind you that you have crossed a threshold. Pay attention to the signs around you on these days. Unexpected messages, sudden opportunities, a surge of clarity in your own thoughts. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that your new cycle has begun. And most importantly, act with faith. Say yes to opportunities, speak your truth, open your heart. Because the universe can only deliver blessings if you meet them with open hands. Scorpio, September 23rd and 24th are not just dates on a calendar. They are the moment your soul breathes free air for the first time in 15 years. Step into them fully and let your new reality begin. Scorpio, as this chapter closes, remember that the end of a karmic debt is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a destiny finally unchained. For 15 years you have carried invisible weights, walked through endless tests and questioned whether the universe had forgotten you. But the truth is, you were never abandoned. You were being prepared. Now as September 23rd and 24th shine their light upon you, you stand at the threshold of freedom, armed with wisdom, resilience, and power you did not possess before. The universe has declared you ready to step into abundance, love, and purpose without the resistance that once held you back. Take this moment to honor your journey, every scar, every tear, every lesson, and know they have shaped you into the extraordinary soul you are today. And as you rise, you do not rise alone. You rise with a community of Scorpios across the world who have walked through the same fire and are now ready to soar together. If this message resonates with you, write in the comments, "I am free from karma." Claim your freedom, Scorpio, because the universe has spoken. The debt is paid, the door is open, and your new life begins now.